Hey there, everybody. This is Cholera, and I'm with Diggity this time. Klazart had to go with Mrs. Klazart, and we're going to be watching, as you can see here, NC Yellow, and now we're seeing Tossgirl. That is absolutely right. Tossgirl invited to the Heritage tournament because she is holding the torch for the entire XX contingent in South Korea, and certainly she historically has been the best female pro gamer. Now, you know, for those of you who've been following Tossgirl's record, she does not have the best record out there, but she has beaten some players, and it's been entertaining wherever she has beaten them, and most of the players she's beaten, I think perhaps all of them, have been Zerg. I don't know what her record is exactly. I don't want to check it up because I might spoil myself. But, you know, this should be an exciting matchup. NC Yellow, now on Air Force Ace, has won a couple of cool games. I mean, certainly the most recent one that everyone wanted to watch and everyone enjoyed was him beating Bisu, of all people, supposedly the best PvZ player in the world. So, you know, certainly Yellow has shown that he is still alive, the Storm Zerg, as he's known as, for some reason, and he is facing off against Tossgirl there on the left from STX Seoul, and this should be really fun. I mean, I don't think either of them is a favorite by any means to win this whole thing, but certainly they're great for the star aspect. What do you think, Diggity? Who do you think would be the favorite in this matchup?
I'm going to have to go with Yellow, just because Yellow did play at a dominant level at some period in time. I feel like he's actually impressed me quite a bit lately, aside from the Bisu versus Yellow match. I think he's playing a lot better. I don't think he's still playing at the dominant form he once did, or I should say, I guess he's still playing at the same form, it's just the level of competition went up. I feel like that's the case with Yellow versus, I guess, some other aspect. And yeah, Tossgirl, even though she's a pretty good player, she seems like a sore thumb here. She just doesn't seem like she belongs in this matchup, I guess, in this entire crew. I guess they had to throw in the best female player, at least at the time, and oh well. Anyway, this is going to be on Destination. We have Yellow starting in yellow appropriately at the 12 o'clock position. We have Tossgirl at the 6 o'clock position in green as Terran, and we'll see what she can pull off, but really, yeah, I feel like she almost got complacent in her gaming at a certain stage and never pushed herself to be at the really high level of player, and as a result, yeah, I just don't think she's up to the level of competition that's out here, particularly even someone like Yellow. Not that I would call Yellow the strongest player in this entire match.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the exact story is with Tossgirl. Certainly she's given an interview saying that she definitely wants to practice harder and, you know, be able to beat some of the boys. You know, so I can't really comment on that, but I do think that, you know, I mean, certainly she definitely makes an effort to make it to all these tournaments, and that's, you know, perhaps with some controversy too, considering her not so good record. So, you know, I would say that is impressive from her. It looks like a bunch of bunkers, maybe asking for a bunker rush from Tossgirl. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what that means. It looks like they're bunkers, but who knows? Hey, look, a little white kid. All right. We come from Dongdu Chang. I'm sure he goes back many generations from Dongdu Chang. All right, let's go back to the game, guys. You know, all right, that's interesting. We're trying to interpret that. All right, he is not from there, guys. They don't make white people in Dongducheon. Looks like we've got ourselves some kind of 12 build here. From I know these things. Whoa, what do we got here? We got a barracks on the low ground. I'm not sure if this is an 8 racks or not. We're gonna find out pretty soon. Has Tossgirl gone cheesy on us? We're gonna have to find out. Oh man, Yellow doing a good job on the SCV though. He might get down there. No, he gets the SCV. Wow, he got the SCV. That's usually not what's supposed to happen. Yellow's going to rampage. Is that drone gonna get a second SCV? That's gonna be a little bit embarrassing for Tossgirl. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it looks like that drone is chasing down that
man!
To get a second kill.
NCLO!
Yeah, SCVs have an infinite health. They should never die to anything. You can see the shake on Tossgirl's head. But now she's finally bringing out an SCV to try to deal with that drone threat. And Yellow already with his second hatchery and his spawning pool up, and gas being mined here, interestingly enough. So it looks like Tossgirl, even though she was opening up from... Yeah, so she 8 racks to gas to get it up, and then put a factory right in the line of where most overlords go. So that overlord is totally going to see this, and Yale's just got to smile to himself right here. He's not showing it on his face, but he's laughing right now. If this was not in a televised match, I guarantee you, and he's pulling drones off the line to kill this. He's not even going to wait for the Zerglings. Wow. Yeah, so 5 drones coming down. I think that there's 4 right there. I think there's a 5th coming. There's the 5th. And he's going to be able to stop this factory before it's ever built.
Man, this is this is a painful to watch game here. I mean, yeah, a series of bad luck and bad micro from Tossgirl. What can you say? I mean, Yellow was almost like, well, I think this is a smart move actually. Yellow sacrificing a little bit of his own economy, but making sure that Factory doesn't get up. Obviously, the game can be turned around with some good you know, Vulture micro. I think Tossgirl, though, if she can't get this Factory up, I mean, it's over. And I think even if she gets the Factory up, it's over. Yeah, NCL knows it's over because he's going to have Lings there. The Factory's not going to be able to produce things. I don't know. Like, he's probably going to get a good surround around there. And Tossgirl knows she's in trouble. Obviously, she didn't want to play straight up here in Destination, but the problem is NC Yellow went for a 9-drone scout. Really, the earliest you ever see a Zerg scout, but it paid off because this is a 2-player map, and cheese like this happens all the time. So, you know, oh, NC Yellow trying to catch the Vulture. No, though, it squeezes out, so this game could be completely turned around, actually. I'm actually amazed at the fact that NC Yellow allowed that one through, and Tossgirl's actually through with a Vulture, so who knows? Who knows? I mean, we know a Vulture can do like 1,000,000 damage to drones and Lings, but oh no! Oh no, Tossgirl, for God's sakes, tell me you can micro one Vulture. I don't know.
Looks like that Vulture's already taken a significant amount of damage, and there's a Hydralisk down below, and that is going to be the end of that Vulture in this attack. And Tossgirl completely buried now. Barracks in the red. Looks like she does have at least a bunker, but she's trying to trying to block off a little bit there to provide a little bit more support. And it looks like only a single Marine in the bunker. The Zergling's just going to wander up without even dying. And pull back out, and that doesn't even cover the entire base. They're not range upgraded. And now, yeah, Yellow's basically won this game. I'm surprised that Tossgirl hasn't GG'd already. Looks like she's going to try to do something sneaky here and lift that Factory and plant it in, but Yellow already has an Overlord headed that direction. Yeah, I think Yellow was smart sending out that early scout. He knew the only way that Tossgirl would be able to beat him is with cheese. And yeah, he countered every attempt at cheese perfectly. Tossgirl might be able to get a Vulture out here, even if there is that Hydralisk around. She could lift up the Factory to sneak it out. But this is just kind of desperation tactics. And yeah, this is almost like one of those things where it's like, just get out of the game, Tossgirl. I mean, it's almost been embarrassing up to this stage already.
Well, for those of you haters who are probably commenting right now about how she sucks, you should check out some of her games. She's actually done a lot better in other games. So don't hate on them yet. Don't hate on her yet. This was a failed cheese. But check out Tossgirl versus Up Magic, for example. I'm going to end my Tossgirl defending now because she obviously didn't do a great job this game. She does get the Vulture out. It's not speed upgraded, though, and those Hydras might soon be speed upgraded, or if they're not already. Yeah, they already are, I think. So yeah, they're going to be able to take care of this just fine. But you know, she does play better in that game, Tossgirl versus Up Magic, although she doesn't win. Still a good game to watch. She right now is out of this game, like you said, and you know, I think NC Yellow showed his experience this game. Pretty much that was it. I mean, I think I would contend that any half-decent Zerg, I mean any Zerg basically would be able to handle this if they scouted it. And Yellow obviously has played hundreds and hundreds more games than Tossgirl has. He has all those silver medals for a reason. And he's probably thinking to himself, man, you know, this is what I get for getting all those silver medals. I have to play Tossgirl and this kind of crap happens. I mean, yeah, so right now Tossgirl is, you know, out of the game. She's not going to be able to handle this mass Hydra attack here, I think. It's like basically just 2 hatch right now, 3rd hatch going up, but all she has is an upgraded Marines here, and that's not going to work out.
It looks like Yellow's just going to run right in with Marine versus Hydralisk, and beautiful Hydralisk micro, just focus firing those Marines down one at a time. Yeah, and this isn't even going to hold, so even if it does, there's going to be lurkers in not too long. SEV's finally coming off the line. Hydra's slipping right past them to pick off more Marines. And yeah, this is it. More Hydralisks just kind of flooding down. And now the Hydralisks outnumber the SCVs. Bad situation. Very nice micro, though. I have to say it's really fun to watch, at least this small game micro. And Tossgirl looks really frustrated. Yeah. Yeah, I think if we could see emotions visibly, you'd see flames flying everywhere right now.
Well, I mean, alright, well, GG coming from Tossgirl. Well, I do think that on Destination, if you cheese like that, you are asking to get scouted by the Zerg. I mean, everyone knows that you know, people cheese on a 2-player map. And also, I gotta say, what was that in the beginning, man? With the drone killing 2 SCVs when she had like 8 in her 8 to her name. I mean, that is, I can't even begin to express how poor the micro was there. But you know, that's that. And Yellow's micro was very good. I mean, drones have, you know, one more effective range than SCVs with their little spit thing. So, you know, he definitely took advantage of that and got the win. There's Tossgirl. I mean, I am going to say she looks lovely as ever, even in losing. But unfortunately, she does lose this game. But this is not the last time we'll see her. We'll be seeing her for a number more games over the next 2 weeks, you know, until she doesn't get into the semifinals.
Yeah, I thought Yellow was having a hard time not laughing openly on stage there. I had to duck out early.
No,
before
he's
burst
very
into
polite,
laughter.
though.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's...
No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
Look, go back, and he's totally laughing.
Oh, well, maybe then. I mean, Yellow has been around for a while. I think he actually played her in another exhibition match, but I think he won that too. In any case, though, thank you guys for watching. I don't really have any more thoughts on this one. Really open and shut case here.
Same. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right, thank you. We'll be doing some more casts, probably individually, but stay tuned for them. GG's.